Good morning, friends. This is Shauna with Papa's Roast Coffee Trailer. And here we are, private event, number one of the season. As you guys saw a couple videos ago, we posted about our first full event. So it wasn't a private event, it was a public event that we attended about a month ago already. And so the difference between a public event is that I get to share with social media, and the place that we go to, they share via social media that we're going to be there. And so you have a greater opportunity of having clients and customers coming to see you. So for public events, I do not charge a minimum fee, but I do charge a minimum fee for private events. And I actually, as some of you guys know, I opened up my coffee trailer. This whole adventure started back in September, and I didn't have the intentions of doing private events. I actually didn't have the intentions of traveling much either, but through everything that has gone on, we are doing pop-ups now, and we are doing private events and public events. So when a customer reached out to me, they asked me if I would be willing to do a private event. And this was actually in October, November of last year, so it was when I was very freshly open. I said yeah. I didn't know how we were going to do it, how I was going to make it happen, but I never shut down opportunities. And I highly encourage that for you guys to never say no, because you just figure it out. You always want to hop on opportunities, and he was part of the reason why I feel like I can do this new adventure as pop-up, as I kind of take care of some health issues that popped up along the way. So I thank him. So this is a very exciting opportunity. But we started working together, back October, November of last year. And he sent me a contract. I said, oh yeah, that's a great thing to have. Contracts are good. So he went through the contract, and then he asked for my minimum fee. And that really made me think, what minimum fee was I thinking as a brand new coffee trailer? I know I want to get my time and my name out there, but this was scheduled for next year at the time that we're planning. So I wasn't really sure where things were going to be, but I just knew that I was going to block off my schedule. I was going to make sure I was going to be there. And I kind of really thought about something. So as an entrepreneur, you never want to sell yourself short. I think that's oftentimes when people face burnout, is because we oftentimes commit to too many things just because we feel like it's good for the business and we want to grow. But really, people are reaching out to you or coming to you for a reason. And I feel like my knowledge, my time, and my value as an entrepreneur, I've been in the business world for our salon's coming up on 8 years, so I've been well into business for over 8 years now. So you really have to take your time and effort and consideration into that price. So I do charge at least $100 per hour for a private event. And the reason for that is because it's a small group of people. You're not sure how many people are going to attend, but you do also have to make sure it's worth all the time outside of the event. So filling up the water tanks, getting all of your bakery items ready. We don't do bakery, we outsource that, but buying the bakery. And the preparation, finding someone to help you in the trailer, driving to the private event, letting your social media followers know that unfortunately you won't be serving them publicly, but if they are part of this private event, we will be there. So that kind of encompasses everything. And $100 an hour might seem like a lot, but when you think of when you do a public event, easily you can generate about $100 an hour in coffee sales. And so you want to make sure that you're going to at least be matching what you would be doing for a public event. And so that's kind of how I calculated my price for that. Now, we're still kind of fresh into this, and so I would highly recommend getting a deposit, because again, you're blocking off that time for that private event, and things may change, 24 hours before or even the morning of. And to change from a private to a public event can be very last minute for your social media followers. So if you end up publicly when you're supposed to be a private, getting those followers to come find you is going to be time consuming. So require at least half deposit down at the time of booking an event. Now, everyone's different. What we've learned from our salon business is if someone gives us adequate time, their deposit is refundable. But if they don't let us know in a certain amount of time that they're canceling, we keep the deposit, because you have to order, for this case, you have to order the ingredients, the bakery, all of that. So I would probably recommend at least a week's notice. So I would let people know, yes, we can definitely do, when you book the event, I'll reserve my calendar as soon as I get that 50% deposit. But just to let you know, and write up a contract, just to let you know, if we don't have more than 7 days notice prior to the event that you're canceling, we do keep the deposit. But if you let us know outside of that 7 days, your deposit is 100% or 90%, 75% refundable. Again, you got to think about how long it takes to order supplies. So for me, some of my supplies are in high demand, and so I order 2 weeks out for an event. And so I would probably set 7 days notice, you only get 75% of your deposit back. If it's 2 weeks notice, you get 100%, whatever works for you and your business. And just keep in mind all the things that you have to do in order, and don't ever sell yourself short, because we're all in business for a reason. Doing what you love is really exciting, but you also want to make sure that it's worth your time. So I would love to hear from any of you. If you guys are doing private events at all, what your thought process is. Do you like to do private events? Do you only do public events? Do you only do private events? What are some things that you've learned along the way? I'm hopeful that these video series can help fuel the energy for aspiring coffee trailer entrepreneurs. So any feedback or input that you have, I would love to hear it. And if you have questions at all, if there's other things that you want me to go more in depth or more detail on, please comment below or send me a message. And I'm excited to see where these videos take us. Thank you so much. Drink lots of coffee and enjoy your weekend. Bye.